Hello and hello. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to Last Week in Germany, where I, some random dude in Indiana, USA, of course. I did the American thing where you say what state you're from instead of saying the country. Anyway, I'm going to catch up on what happened in Germany last week using the subreddits. Let's do it. Experiencing my first snow living in Germany as an Aussie. Oh, that's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. We have, 12, 13, 14 inches of snow here in my parts of Indiana currently. So yeah, this is feeling very familiar. I can look right outside and see a lot of snow. Looks just like this. In fact, I mean, we probably have a bit more than this. Impressive snowfall, though. This is a nice amount of snow, you know? It's very beautiful. In fact, let's check the weather in Dresden, guys. Shout out Dresden. Looks like you are in for some more snow this week, guys. Wednesday. Just a little chance, guys. Let's turn this to Celsius, you know? -1 Celsius coming up. It's cold. It's pretty cold. I mean, I guess it's not that cold. It's quite a bit warmer than where I live, actually. Yeah, -1, it's pretty cold. You're going to have that nice slushy type of snow, okay? It's time to build a snowman, time to have a snowball fight. Coming up this week in Dresden. And then more snow on Sunday. Okay. This guy says, "Aw, Nuremberg. Best sausages bratwurst in all the world super easily." I'll note that. German hospital meals. Kind of reminiscent of American school meals. American school lunches. Wow. What the actually, okay, that one looked pretty good. Shit. That one looks good. Wait, was this supposed to look good? I'm sorry I laughed so much. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this first one, I'm like, wow, 3 pieces of bread. I guess this was breakfast, you know, I mean, I'm sure the bread is good. Hey, maybe when the bread is that good, it is a meal. Just get the bread, it's like, wow, this bread is excellent. You know, you gotta forgive me, guys. Because I live in America, the bread's not that good. But this actually looks kind of fire. Hell yeah. And is this free? Because I'm going to be pissed if this is free. Obviously, you know, like healthcare is relatively free. Relative to America, it's free, essentially. In Germany. But are the meals covered? I'm going to guess not. That's my guess. And I think that's perfectly fine, guys. Free healthcare, but you got to pay for the pasta. I would take it. But the reason I think not is because I actually heard that I think you guys might need to pay for, like, the TV or something. I might be making shit up. Let me look this up. See, guys. Oh, yes, meals are free for patients. Oh, my gosh. That's not fair. See, I knew it. The TV's not free. That's the funniest thing. I guess that does make sense. You do need food to survive. You do not need the Food Network to survive, okay? You don't need to watch Kitchen Nightmares to survive. You just need to eat the food to survive. So they give you what you need, but you gotta pay to watch other people eat. Coming from a country without snow, simple pictures like this I took make me really happy. Is this another Aussie in Germany? That does seem to be a common crossover for whatever that, no pun intended. I said that as I'm looking at a crosswalk. That's a really nifty light. Wow, look at that light. It doubles as a sign. That is German efficiency at its finest right now, right there. A sign and a light for the crosswalk. Beautiful. Thank you for the recommendations. A few photos from my tip. And this is, of course, the famous Rothenburg, isn't it? Wow. Wow. Hell yeah. That's the type of thing as an American, you know, you want to see this type of stuff. The type of architecture that we just don't have here in America. That's pretty badass. The historical stuff. Wow. Everybody's posting pictures of the snow. That is a good amount of snow. That's a good snow. It's very pretty. There's something about Christmas in Germany that synergizes. It looks good. Deepfake video has surfaced, guys, showing Jen Spawn competently doing his job. I don't even know who that is. But, I mean, you could just replace that with pretty much any American politician, and it would be funny. So I can imagine that's funny. That's funny. Good one. Good one, guys. And of course, that's from Der Postillon. Germany issues formal travel warning for United States. Yep, I saw this. It's so wild to think that this was, you know, it's because of what's happening in Minneapolis. And to think that that's, you know, causing a travel warning in Germany. It's just wild to think, you know, typically I would think of domestic issues like that as being contained within America, you know? Like, I'd be surprised if you guys even really knew what was going on. But they're issuing a travel warning. That's so embarrassing for us. Said German citizens should be aware of demonstrations and clashes with American migration and security authorities. Yes, because don't you know, I mean, just having an accent now is reasonable suspicion and grounds to be detained by the police, right? No, actually, it's totally unconstitutional. It's a total freaking abomination what's going on right now. Although I will say, if you plan on going, I know that very few people are planning on coming to America indefinitely, you know, from Europe or anywhere else right now. But if you are, this is not really actually something you have to like worry about running into necessarily unless you go to Minneapolis. Like Minneapolis in particular, and it's actually being wound down because it's been such a catastrophe and such a political catastrophe for Trump that they are actually winding it down for now. But relative to other states, Minneapolis was way worse. Because this is the most stupid thing. It's so hard to even like articulate because it's so dumb. But a YouTube video came out, guys. A YouTube video came out that purported to expose a lot of fraud going on in Minneapolis with legal immigrants, you know, opening up fake daycares and stuff, taking money, like grants and stuff from the state. Yeah, I guess as a response, Trump thought it would be cool to send in like 4,000 ICE agents into Minneapolis. So that's what happened. So that's why I'm saying it was particularly bad in Minnesota. If you go to like New York City, I don't think you'll see any ICE agents. I could be wrong. The middle class is bitterly disappointed by Mertz. Recent survey, Industry Association, what the heck? BVMW, small and medium-sized enterprises, are giving the German government a failing grade. Nearly 64%, two-thirds, do not believe that the current government can create the political conditions for an economic turnaround. 79% see no committed effort from the governing coalition to address problems related to these small, medium enterprises. I'm just reading the comments. Interestingly, the same survey of medium-sized businesses found the traffic light government to be inadequate. Oh, well, we saw what happened there. Survey. Yes, okay, there's the link. I fear we are simply moving through a time in which no government can solve or address these problems in a way that would satisfy a broad segment of the population. You're going to watch Melania now, ICE officers. Drag U.S. citizens into movie theaters. That's why it was such a raging success, right? Just kidding, it wasn't. They're trying to paint it like it was. That's how you know it wasn't. You know, Trump keeps posting on his little Ministry of Truth website, you know, huge success, Melania movie breaking records. You look at what record it broke, it's like, it broke the record for documentary to sell the most tickets in 1 hour on Tuesday to Trump voters in the last 6 years. It made like $7 million, and I think it cost $40 million. So, yeah, there you go. Huge success. And, of course, the Epstein, more than 3 million pages published. New Epstein files further implicate former Prince Andrew. And yes, I mean, that's true. But it also further implicates Trump and probably most notably Elon Musk. Notably because he has been so, adamant about, that he had nothing to do with any of it, and he wants people to be arrested. Turns out he was begging Epstein for a trip to the wildest party on his island. You should also keep in mind that all these allegations, for the most part, pretty much everything that you're seeing, all the emails published, took place after Epstein had already been convicted of soliciting prostitution from a minor, for which he got slapped on the wrist, amazingly. Okay, all right. I think I'm caught up relatively on what's going on in Germany. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.